Kaldereta is a Filipino meat stew in tomato sauce. It is similar to afritada and mechado. Oftentimes, Filipinos are confused which is which because they almost have the same ingredients. We will need salt, pepper, pork, paprika, potatoes, onion, carrots, bell peppers, garlic, tomato sauce, liver spread, and cheese. For tomato sauce, we will use original style. You can use Filipino style if you want. And then liver spread. It's the most important ingredient. Do not forget this. Traditionally, Kaldereta uses goat meat, but in this recipe, we will use pork instead. Cheese is not a usual ingredient, but it will help enhance the flavor. Next thing to do is to cut all the ingredients that needs cutting. First, mince the garlic. And then the onion should be sliced thinly. Peel the carrots. And then the potatoes. And cut them into bite-sized cubes. Not too small, just the right size to fit in your mouth. And for bell peppers, use red and green. It will help our caldereta to smell really good. Slice it thinly in lengthwise position. And now that we are ready, let's start cooking. Pour cooking oil in a casserole, about 2 tablespoons. You can use a sauté pan or a pot. Just make sure it is deep enough to fit all the ingredients. First is to fry the carrots for about 3 minutes. Do not worry if you think it's not cooked well because we will add this back to the stew and that will help soften the carrots more. Remove it from the pot and put it in a colander to strain excess oil. Next is to fry the potatoes for 3 minutes. It is just the same process as the carrots. Remove it from the pot and let it sit on a colander to strain excess oil. And then sauté the minced garlic for 15 to 20 seconds. Add the onions and sauté together for 30 seconds. Stir occasionally to prevent it from burning. Add the pork. Fry this for 20 minutes or until it turns brown. I mentioned about the goat meat earlier in the video. Kaldereta is traditionally a goat meat stew, but since goat meat is not commonly available, variations of the dish emerge. You can use beef, chicken, or pork, just like in this recipe, whichever you prefer. Now that the pork has turned brown, we will now stir in the tomato sauce. This recipe uses the original style tomato sauce, but if you like the sweetness of Filipino style tomato sauce, you can definitely use that. Stir in the sauce until it is blending well with the pork. And then pour 4 cups of water. Let it boil and simmer for 20 minutes or until the meat is tender enough where you can easily pinch it with a fork. And then add the most important ingredient, the liver spread. Stir in all 230 grams of it to give our caldereta a strong liver flavor. Liver spread is what makes caldereta different from afritada and mechado. The three dishes all have carrots, potatoes, and bell peppers, but liver spread is distinct to caldereta, so if you forget the liver spread, then that's just not caldereta. Put the bell peppers, and we will simmer this for another 10 minutes to make the pork more tender and flavorful. Add 2 tablespoons of sugar to give it a slight sweet taste. And then 1 teaspoon of Spanish paprika to give it a spicy, sweet, and smoky flavor. You can add 1 teaspoon more if you like a strong spicy flavor. Add salt and ground pepper according to how you like it. By the way, you can use red chilies or chili powder instead of paprika to spice your caldereta. Just be careful with the amount. You don't want your caldereta to be too spicy. Taste the dish and adjust the seasoning according to your liking. Add the carrots and potatoes. Stir it in for 3 minutes. And then add shredded cheese to give it a creamy flavor. Stir for another minute. And we're done! Our pork caldereta is ready to serve. Pair it with hot white rice and enjoy! Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to get notified for updates. If you want to print the recipe, you can find the link in the description below.